All right, let's talk running backs. Should Raheem Mostert be the starter? So far in the offseason program, he is a starter, but that doesn't mean he will keep it. That's kind of a veteran courtesy in June. What do you think?
I would like to see him be the backup if possible. I like to see him be a guy that's coming off the bench. We saw him as a starter last year, and he does well as a starter. It's just that I'm concerned about his ability to stay healthy for a full 16-game season. And when you're the starter, you're going to be getting a few more carries, and I really think they should try to limit him to somewhere between 8 to 12 a game. So, and that's going to be easier to do if they're bringing him off the bench, and I think that suits his style and what he brings to the table best.
Yeah, I do think Raheem Mostert would be a little disgruntled if they benched him. Now, that's not necessarily a reason to make a decision, but just knowing him the way I think I do, I think it means something to him to be a starter. I think he would take it as disrespect, which maybe he shouldn't, but something to keep in mind. I mean, the Niners act like these players are their family, and he's sort of in the inner circle for now. Maybe there's a compromise there. Maybe you let him start, but you say, hey, man, we're capping you at 12 carries a game. Like, I don't care how well you're running in this game. It's more important. What the goal is to have you running at your best in December and January, which we didn't have you last year. So, yeah, man, you want to start 16, 17 games this year, fine. But you're not going to run more than 12. We're not going to give you more than 12 touches a game. End of story. That's our compromise. What do you think?
Yeah, that makes sense. We're going to put you out there, and we're going to let you go ahead and start, and we're going to run you maybe once or twice, and then we're going to pull you out for a little while. And
that way you can be in the running for the Pro Bowl, and you can maybe there's incentives in his contract that he only hits if he starts. You could really piss off a veteran if you take away the incentive stuff, as for a rookie especially. But hey, man, 12 carries, and it's in your best interest. Trust us.
Yeah, because if they could get him through the full season, and like you just said, and they can get him into November and December, especially December, and have him be healthy, that'd be huge especially if they're in the playoff run.
Yeah. I'm curious. I mean, obviously Trey Sermon is the obvious candidate to replace him as a starter, but the thing about Sermon is he has injury history as well. And the guy I'm interested to see in a real game preseason is Elijah Mitchell. He looks fast. He reminds me of Breida when I first saw Breida. Very strong, very fast. I think he's going to be good.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
He's a big, strong guy that can do it. He's interesting because he kind of played at Louisiana. They had that 2-back system, and so they really split carries there as well. But he was one of those guys. I think he consistently was like at 10 to 15 carries a game, which is right around where he should fit in with the 49ers, I would think.
Absolutely. So Mostert, Jack Hammer almost benched you. I think I talked him out of it, but we're definitely going to have to talk about some type of a compromise here and it's in your best interest, man. I feel like he came in last year with something to prove. He wanted 15 carries a game. He's not built for that. He's still, at best, 205 pounds at best. So yeah,
I don't even think he's over 200 pounds.
Yeah.
I think his they list him, I think, at 198 or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, he could have a Chris Johnson type season because I think he has that kind of ability. But Chris Johnson was nothing after that season. He was kind of worn into dust after that 2,000-yard season. You don't need to do that with Mostert. Although he's almost 30. I don't know. Up to the Niners. Play it by ear.